All right, now we're at 8 weeks out, so we're getting extremely close. Uh, Woke up at 165 this weekend. Feeling really good. Starting to get tight, waking up, I could tell I'm lean. The lines in my legs coming in just a tad bit, and that's really what I'm pushing for. So this week we're gonna switch up the training style. We're still running the same program, but a lot of the exercises we're just gonna go with higher reps. So trying to get in the like 20, 30 rep range. It's gonna be brutal, but we're gonna try to do it, try to push through it, and do the best we could do. It's actually week 7 of this program that I've been running, so I think I'm gonna switch it up after next week. So run 8 weeks of that, and then for the last push, just go with a different program. So I get keep that stimulus, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Really, just trying to keep the muscles stimulated so we don't lose it in the peak of this cut. But yeah, that's about it for today. Like I said, just moderate weights, higher reps, to really push as much blood into the muscle as possible. My very first competition, what I was doing was like a depletion style workout. It was like 6 reps, time under attention, and then the last 6 was just wrapping it out and like 30 seconds rest. It was brutal, but yeah, let's get it in. So we just did 2 sets with 90 pounds or 2 sets at 90 pounds with 25 reps. And this last set, we're gonna bump it up to 180 pounds and try to get somewhere between 5 to 8 reps. Was doing some posing yesterday, and I kind of already knew it, but my left hamstring isn't as developed as my right, at least from a posing perspective. When I'm trying to sit into that side chest, my hamstring just wraps under, and you really can't see it. It's just all quads on my left side versus my right side. You see like a little quad separation, which really helps with aesthetic and selling your physique on stage. But I say that to say it's not too much we could do about it in prep now, but once we go into building season, I will be doing a lot more unilateral legs and hyper focusing on my left hamstring just to make sure that we get those details on the left side the same as the right. So until then, I'm just gonna have to work on my posing and figure out the best way to sell it. Anyways, we're here, the same thing, high reps, 77 pounds, try to do like 20 reps or so. I do get like a funny feeling right here at the front of my leg sometimes with the heavier weights. So hopefully that's just feeling fresh and we could just push through it. So we just did 3 sets at 77 pounds. I got 20 reps on the first 2 sets. That past set, the third set, I just wasn't feeling it, didn't want to hurt anything. So 16 reps, and for the very last one, we're gonna go up in weight to 110 and see if we can get maybe like 8 or so. And then we're gonna get onto a stretch movement, so either the hyper extensions or the barbell RDLs. my legs always, my legs are always the last thing to come in. So obviously I store the most fat in my legs and probably my glutes. So it's probably going to take about 5 more pounds before I really start seeing lines in my legs. But slowly but surely it's coming along a little bit. So yeah, we just got to be patient. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's going to happen overnights, plural. So for back day, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to go a little lighter on the weight and more reps. So trying to push 20 plus reps in these right here, these seated cable rows. The chest supported T-bar row, we're going to go higher reps. And shoulder and bicep work, we're gonna kind of keep the same. Bicep work, I might, add in a set or two of high reps, and then the lat pull downs. But on camera, I'm probably not gonna get all of that. But once again, just trying to push as much blood in the muscles as possible, and try to help with the definition as we lean down. And it's always good to switch your training styles just so your body doesn't get used to it and acclimated, and you always just want to try to force and drive change. One of the things I'm going to change in my off season is I was running my mesocycle for too long. I was doing these 12-week programs, and that's really too much time because your body adapts and then you're just not driving that growth. Through this prep, I've been doing like 8 weeks, and the stimulus has been crazy when I switch programs. So anyways, about to get to this work. So this last set, we're just gonna crank it up a bit. We went to 165 and just aiming for like 8 reps, nothing major, but just want to feel acclimated to the heavy weight as well as the high reps. So by now, I really don't have like too much of a push in me for these high reps. It's really not the best place to put it in the program, in my personal opinion. But we're gonna go with 90 pounds here, and I like this bar versus the longer one. It just forces my grip right there where I want, a close grip, I should say, versus the longer bar. I don't know, it's just a little awkward. But yeah, I'm gonna do 2 sets, hopefully like 20 to 30 reps, but wherever we feel that burn. So this is the back day check-in, and it's actually looking pretty good. I'm starting to get drier. Lines are starting to come in a little bit more. We obviously still got a few more pounds to go. We're on track, but like I said, I just wanted to arrive early. So let's just do this check-in. And see you guys Thursday on leg day. Sheesh, you got some really good sleep this morning. In here about hour, maybe an hour and a half later than I usually am because I've been prioritizing sleep. Super important. To be honest, a little wine's been helping me sleep in, because before I was like aiming, like 5 hours of sleep. I was shortchanging myself a lot of the time. So just as important as training, nutrition is your sleep. Today is a leg day. Finished with my leg curls. Didn't do the seated because it irritates the front of my leg sometimes when I'm pushing too hard. But we're here on the unilateral leg press, and we're gonna do them unilaterally. We're not gonna do both feet because it takes a toll on my core, and I'm really not trying to work my core today. So I'm gonna do the unilateral movement here, and then is belt squats, heel elevated squats, and then some more hamstring work. As far as weight, we haven't hit that new drop, but my body recomp, I feel like it's really good. It's funny because this season, my best look is at night after I done carved up and ate all my meals. Like, I'm full, the definition is setting in, so I feel like we're in a really good point, and I really can't wait to see what this looks gonna look like on stage. But patience. Let's get into the set. So one thing about bodybuilding prep, or just the cut in general, it doesn't look as fancy as when you're bulking and you're putting all that weight on the bar, and just pushing all that weight. In the cut, it's more about the quality of your training. So you want to make sure that your form is good and whatever weight you're using is really stimulating your target muscle. That's the key. You just want to stimulate it just enough to retain the muscle and knock off that fat. So I say that to say, if you've been watching through the course of the past, 16 weeks? I'm not sure how long. We started at week 24. But it may seem very similar, like all the training, the weights I'm using, the reps, but the quality's there. I'm getting that stimulus. And it also goes to show you that you probably want to switch your programs out as well. You don't want to run it for too long because your body's going to adapt, and therefore you're not going to stimulate the muscle as well and potentially lose some of that mass that you gained in your bulking season. So wanted to say that it's not always super fancy. You just get in there, make sure you're taxing the muscle, and like I said, quality training, quality reps. That's the key. Not a whole bunch of weight on the bar. So we just did a set of these elevated squats. Going to do 2 more, and then we're almost out of here. Some leg curls, calf work, and ab work. So once we hit that calf work, it's pretty much downhill. But yeah, it's been a good day so far. post leg day flex. See how the quads is looking. Looking better in person. Always depends on the lighting. I'm starting to see some little definition in veins right there. Man, I actually have a quad this year. Like last year I wasn't seeing that, so really happy about that. We're getting there. So we're here at the home gym for chest day, and today we're gonna increase the reps on the lever bench press. Last week we went to the barbell just because we wanted to, test out some things, be kind of macho, but now it's all about pushing the blood to the chest again. So the lever bench press plate loader, we're probably gonna go with 2 plates on each side, so like 180. Hopefully we can get like 20 reps. And then chest press, we normally do the 150 stack. We'll probably drop it to like 100 and, like I said, get in those 20 rep range. But other than that, it's a lot of shoulder work today, so I'm happy there. I'm gonna pick a few exercises, click the camera on. But man, like I said, I'm just feeling good. The weight hasn't dropped yet, but yesterday I really didn't get in that many steps, maybe 10,000. But today we're about to hit that bike ride and really push the cardio and wake up for that new low on Sunday. Let's get to it. So one thing I like about the lever bench press is that you can get, a little bit more out your set. So if I was under the bar, that last rep is usually pretty dangerous, and I push it to the limit. Like sometimes I damn near drop the bar on my neck. But with this, you could push your set a lot more. But what I come to figure out is you got to make sure that you get the angle right, because if you're a little too low or a little too high, it can almost turn into like a decline chest press. But I'm trying to blast that upper chest, so you'll see me trying to find that happy medium with my chest and hand positioning. But yeah, like I said, 180 here, trying to go 20 reps plus. So let's get it. So nothing special here, just a machine chest press. And I opted for these a couple weeks back, so maybe like 2 months ago, is because all the other movements were starting to take a toll. So it's always good to, take a break and do a less taxing exercise or just a different one. So I was running the barbell bench press for a long time. So 8 weeks here, and next week we're going to switch back probably to the barbell again for the remainder 7 weeks we have until the comp. Yeah, just a little lighter weight here.
Yeah. Are you ready? You want it? Good. Yep. 3, 4, 5. Sorry.
So for me personally, I believe this is probably one of the most impressive lifts that I have during this cut because it's pretty heavy. I mean, 90 pounds on dips is pretty up there. So I'm really looking forward to bulk and growth season to see what we could do here. And just overall, we're still 7 weeks out. Strength hasn't took too much of a dip. So I think we'll have a pretty good baseline when we start over again in November. So yeah, just having fun. I'm not going to be preaching, I can't wait until growth season because I'm enjoying this prep and I'm enjoying where I'm at right now. And yeah, just taking it a day at a time. So this is actually the second set. The top set we did 11 reps. So we're going to try to get like 8 or 9 on the second set, drop the weights for the third to 45, and then we're out of here. that concludes back day, and feeling really good about where we're at. I keep saying that, but to be honest, it's not coming as fast as I want it to be. Like, I want to be shredded already, but we have 7 more weeks, so plenty of week, but I could definitely see the skin getting tighter, a little slight definition coming in my legs. And like I said, last year I feel like we didn't have this. It's just a little bit more denser. If it's not bigger, it's definitely denser. Chest is a little bit more fuller. And today, shoulders were just, I don't know what it was, but I was just feeling them. So I made the most of that. I didn't shortchange any reps, but yeah, I just feel good overall about, the progress. I just feel a little bit more dense. So enjoying it day by day, recording it because I know I'm gonna look back on it. I'm probably gonna be posting this like later on, but yeah, just happy with the journey and staying in the moment. I keep saying I'm not gonna say I'm looking forward to growth season, even though I'm in cutting season right now. I'm in prep, so let's check out the pump. So to be honest, today I'm gonna go off program as far as like nutrition and the whole routine. I'm gonna do a little drinking and whatnot and partying and celebrating. So the key is to get my protein intake earlier. So whatever I'm drinking, the calories are at least made up there, even though I know it's gonna mess up like my muscle repair or my recovery, all that good stuff. But we'll see what the check-in's looking like on Monday. I think we're still going to be on track. Like I said, going to let loose today. Tomorrow, hit some cardio or whatnot and get back on track. So I actually have a haircut appointment, so just going to do this last set of, well, actually it's my first set of ab crunches, then I'm probably going to get out of here. But I got all my hamstring work done, so that's the good part. So today's going to be pretty much an off day. Not an off in the sense we're not doing anything. We're still going to hit hamstrings, calves, and abs. But we do have to cut out a little early because we have a barbershop appointment. But we're going wine tasting, and we're going to celebrate a friend's birthday. So going to a birthday party, which means I'm going to be consuming, a couple of drinks. So the plan is to get started on my protein early, and then just fill the day with, with drinks, and then maybe like a little steak or something, salmon at the end of the night, and then get right back on cardio and the goals tomorrow on Sunday. And hopefully waking up to a new low either tomorrow or Monday, but we'll check in and we'll see. But got to live life a little bit. So this is the protein I'm starting with. So about 60 grams there, but let's go and I'll catch y'all next week.